Hello and welcome to Mobile Friday. Today's game is Tailed Demon Slayer Rise. So you and I, let's see what happens when we start it for the first time. Alright, I'm going to log in with my Apple login, so I'm going to just skip this in the video. Nickname? Well, let's do this site name for this. Alright then, no options on this screen, so let's just start. I'm just going to let the story play, but I think I might have to tap it forward. Yeah, if you're reading, that skip has appeared right in the middle of that name. So, not great use of the screen there. It's looks kind of good actually. Although in this instance on my screen, it does kind of look like the character, the Pan, the one that's wobbling backwards and forwards, side to side, is a little out of focus, just enough to be noticeable. It's a little weird. Whereas in the background, they're kind of crisp. So I'm wondering if they're taking that background image and making it bigger, and it's not kind of scaled correctly. Again, I'm having to press the button here. There's no auto play for the story. Okay, the enemy design there is kind of cool. So I'm wondering if this is going to be the tutorial. So I'm not touching anything. The game's doing it itself. Makes me wonder if there was a setup by the master. You know, it's a kind of cool opening to the game. It delivers some world building, some backstory, some history. It creates, it introduces like the three main characters already, and now it's thrown us into the world. But hopefully, some sort of tutorial is about to happen. As for the screen, this is an iPhone 14 Pro. So it has a dynamic island. The health bar, the coin, the crystals at the very, very top, that is under the dynamic island. So it's not in the way. Now at the bottom, even though those are like padlocked shut, it's also above this bar here. So hopefully we're not going to be misclicking, we're not going to be dragging up that bar by accident. So whilst the story and the names in the intro were covered up by the skip button, this does feel like a better use of the screen. This is kind of cool. All I'm doing is pressing the attack button. Oh, they're flashy attacks, that's for sure. You see that at the top? That's kind of fun. It plays into its humour. Oh, I do appreciate an auto-equip. As we don't know, you know, it's the start of the game, we don't know what we need, we don't know what we might have picked up along the way. Auto-equip, for beginners especially, is great. But also means we can get back into the action really quick. So we've now got two weapons. There's playing in the background. Not too sure I enjoy that part. But at least, as it's unlocking these things along the bottom, it's given us a mini tutorial. A lot of games will just not. It will do the tutorial for the combat, maybe some of the world, and then when it lets you free to play, everything's unlocked without telling you what any of it does. So this I appreciate. It does, of course, slow it down, but in terms of accessibility and making the game feel easy to get into, I do appreciate it. So you see at the top, our health, 2.43A. Gonna increase. Can I hold the button down? I can't hold it down. Oh, yes you can. Okay, it happened very quickly. Although there's no information about this. Bit of a shame. But also, again, it still has padlocked off other areas, so it is trying to contain us a little bit. I guess we just need to play a little bit to get some money, because we need to get level 10 in the attack stat. What will be interesting is if I press that and it will take me to that menu option. Oh cool, the boss does have a health meter as well. But I wonder what the time's for. So let's press it. It doesn't take us there, but it just shows us how to get there, so that's okay. So at the moment this game is teaching us to increase our health stats. But it does feel like there's no pause. Like this on the left, I pressed no pause. So it's a weird introduction. Like there's no heads up about it. We leveled up, but what leveled up? There was no like +4 health appear on screen or something. So again, a little bit more communication. But you can perhaps understand with so many numbers appearing on the screen and so many enemies, maybe it would be difficult to get that across. So growth, get this to level 10. Quick spear, we've done that. Alright. Ooh, that's flashy. It looks like we can switch, and the yeah, that's cool. So the cooldown is weapon dependent. So if you're like the spear, if it's being busy, then switch to weapon that's finished cooling down. That's kind of a cool move. And you weapon change like every 5 seconds, so that's also quite cool. There's a lot this game's doing right, especially at the beginning. In some of trait levels, so let's click that. Hero, auto equip. When do we pick that up? You know? Maybe having a little red dot above hero would be just a hint that there's something we need to do there, something we need to equip. Ooh. It looks like this weapon's more of a long range weapon. Whereas this one is a little bit more close range combat. Okay. So we need to defeat enemies, earn money, spend that on growth, also on traits. We got these tokens with foxes on them. This is locked at the moment. So what should we level up? Alright. Oops. So maybe we should go for the boss. I was a little confused. It's saying you've got mail, but there's no pause in the action. There's no world to rest in. So let's try this boss again. I still don't know what killed us the first time. Was it the boss, or did we run out of time? Because the boss's health is pretty big on the screen, whereas my health isn't. So where is this auto mode? I wasn't paying attention. There we go. Alright. It's been a while since I've played a game in this sort of style. So, okay, then dungeon. Escort missions. I guess it's just a little weird, especially if you're unfamiliar with this style of game, that the point that you're not going to have a hub world. It was like, it's kind of like an endless runner in that respect, in that it's just going to continue trying to progress. You're going to attack, and it's just going to do that again and again. And eventually, when you get enough money and enough everything else, then you can take the boss. So we up. Yeah, you can tell the enemies take more hits. Sometimes in these games you have more than one character. So it's a little weird at the moment that we seem to be relying on one character quite a lot here. Wondering if we're going to be able to hire people or even summon. Like this picture again, just a little bit out of focus, not as crisp as you would expect. Like, the background looks quite nice, then our main character, our Fox character, is looking cool. I see, we leveled up, so in the background, stuff is still happening. That also means there's no punishment for dying. You just go back to the start of where you were and keep going, and you progress when you are high enough level. Didn't pick up anything particularly amazing here. Okay, this is explaining it a little bit better. Perhaps I would have liked this a little sooner, but hey, it's still useful. Upgraded, merged successfully. We said do the auto merge button, but it actually says auto equip. So there's a little bit of the text doesn't quite match what's on the screen. That might be a translation error, or it could be that in earlier versions of the game there was an auto merge and an auto equip button, 2 buttons, and that they made that one button but not change the text. So if that was a bad tutorial, you might be confused, you may not be able to find the button, but because it was pointing us at the button we had to press, it's not too bad. You can forgive a mistake like that. Alright, but I'm still wondering what this plus is. Ah, costumes, okay. Okay, what's this on the left here? We got some mail. What is this? Pre-registration reward. Now, I didn't register for this game, but this is a fairly new game, so it could be that if you play the game in the next couple of weeks or even a month, maybe you'll get this as well. What's a little disappointing is there's no get all button. So I'll do this one by one. Summon. I don't know what that's all about. So where's the first one? So this came out 21st of June, so it's not that old. What's happened? Okay, we didn't defeat the boss, so that's why we got this one happening. Once we're here, settings. So I'm not going to turn any simplify on, but I imagine that would help with battery. And maybe if you don't have a 14, you have like an iPhone 10 or something older, that might be there. Auto sleep mode, okay. Turn notifications off. Languages, not too many, hopefully yours is here. Okay. How do I get out of that? Oh, down. What are we getting now? There's all of these. There's no like read all button either. That red dot's going to be there. So I'm going to click top left. So daily login, so there's a reason to come in every day. Season pass. Well, I'm not paying for it, so if you're familiar with my Mobile Friday videos, you know I typically only play them once. Because, it's my phone. I don't want to clog it up full of games, but some of the games I've played a few times since. Missions. So there we get, these are what we need to do to get points. Again, there's no collect all button. It hasn't filtered the completed ones to the top. So you do have to scroll and then find it and then push. So, what do we get for free on the left here? Lots of tickets. No costumes, but it looks like there's a bonus box for everyone at the bottom. This has a receive all. It's strange that this is the only menu with a receive all button. So I think I need to train. I'm not paying attention too much to the money I have. Whoops. Fine. Actually, this menu would be quite good because we can see that there's quite a lot of, like, level 1000. Okay. How many of these? We've got a few of these now. What do we need this? Not been activated yet. Hasn't told us what we need. We got none of these. Auto equip. Alright. So you see we switched weapon. I've now got the costume on that we got for playing the game early. So yeah, it looks good. The tutorial's pretty good. There's no additional download. It seems like it's just going to play in the background. So you can just turn it off and come back to it and it'll be pretty much where you left it. You might progress a little bit until you get to the boss of that area you're in. What's this Reforge? Hero? Inventory? Reforge what? What does it do? That's a little annoying. It says Reforge, but doesn't tell us what it means. If I hit that one, does that? Okay, so Reforge isn't break it down. Reforge means leveling it up. Okay. Reach level 100. Going pretty quick. The shop. Now, it's okay to have a shop in a game. It might sound like in my videos that I'm not keen on it. What I'm not keen on is the shop being open right at the beginning, with when the player has no context what anything does or how much it's worth. This one is it was open a little bit later, but there's still no tutorial in this. So there are things, there are tickets, stones that we don't understand, that we haven't got yet. So it feels pointless letting us buy stuff we can't use or have no knowledge of what it all means. So fine, have a store, but stores need a tutorial. Stores need context. So, it's the first sort of negative of this game so far. Summon, what we got? Quite a lot there. We can't do anything else other than equipment. So let's do 30. Ooh, we got a green one. Okay. That auto level up, I didn't know what that meant, whether that was going to be for the weapons that we equip or for this summon system. So again, needed just a little bit more information there. So we've got a hero, auto level up. You see this now gone up a level. Auto equip. There we go. What's this? This is new. Again, if we're picking up something new, maybe just a little extra context. So like the game has a good tutorial in the beginning, but if you're unfamiliar with this, the game doesn't give you much help later on. What's us do 100, okay. How about 120? Whoops. Oh, we finally hit the gold limit. You can see we've done a lot of these missions. Okay, something new. Quests. See, now we have got a complete all button. Yes. We have 5 quests. And it looks like if you watch a video on the left, you get more. So I could watch 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 videos and get more rewards. See, these are now completed, but there's no collect all button. At least it's moving the screen down to where they are, but again, it hasn't filtered them back up. Now wants me to do this 20 times. Let's do 30 times. What's this auto summon? I'm going to press it and see what happens. Okay. That uses... Oh, it could have said auto summon 10, auto summon 30. It could have given us more information, but it just didn't. That's a little unfortunate, because we still don't have a lot of context about these crystals. We don't really know, are they easy to get? Are they easy to get now and difficult to get later? So it does feel like I've wasted a lot of crystals there. Okay, but at least there's a reason for doing so. Well, there's more reasons actually. By collecting the same weapon repeatedly, you can level them up. But also now, if we get a collection, if we get a set, we level up again. So that's kind of cool. Again, there's not a lot of auto level up here, but at least the thing's moving up for me. So I do appreciate that this game has like the basic structure and then has more on top of it. It's getting the basics right most of the time. Why does it say 1.25A? That's why I don't know. I must have missed that when that was happening on screen. So we've got to do all this. Ooh, lots of leveling up. Alright. We're not stuck on our boss yet. We've got a lot of red dots now. This is the season pass. Well, this is hunting pass. This is a daily thing? Again, just a little bit more information here would have been great. This is dungeon. We've still got the gems. Is that saying we need... No, we have 7 of these blue tickets and we need 2. So let's hit... Oh, something just happened on screen. Where was it? It was the offline thing. I didn't read the whole message. Is it in here? Just notices. Presets. What do we preset? Is it items, equipment? Doesn't say. Here we go. Yeah, it says the equipment stuff. See, we need more eyes, more information bits. So we unlocked something and I don't know where it was. Is it sleep mode? Yeah, we need like a button to read the past messages the game has given us from playing it. What's all this? Okay, the first, what, 30 minutes of this game? Pretty frantic. A lot happening. But it doesn't feel like I'm playing as this Fox character on screen. It feels like I'm kind of like the manager, or if you prefer, like a god sort of character. It might be interesting if they had made us to be the object. Like that ghost spirit. Alright, so... we haven't stopped to just watch some of these new weapons for a while. The character animations are cool, and so it all looks really cool as well. So it is a looker of a game, it does look really nice. Still wondering when we're going to get to that grindy phase, but we're going to have to grind money or something before we level up. So at the moment we're like 30 minutes in, or probably closer to 35, and there's not been any grind. It just feels like we're still just progressing. And that's a good thing. But typically in these games a grind does happen eventually. Okay. So let's do this gem cart one. So I think we need to use 2 tickets. This auto attack is really clever. It switches weapons. It understands the cooldowns. I do appreciate it, but you can see, even though we're much higher level, the enemies are doing a lot of damage. I wonder what the punishment for failure is going to be with this mode. I'm not really thinking we can do the next stage, if I'm honest. So what was that? Oh, we've unlocked a new one. Okay. So we've got 4 of these tickets, and this takes 2. So let's try this. This is going to be hard. I see we're kind of like the sheriff. These guys are stealing gold and we're trying to get it back. Okay, so we defeated the 40. Huh, seems interesting enough. I'm wondering if that bar, that yellow bar, that must be the time. So there's a time limit. Okay, they're taking a few more hits now before they are defeated. So that's what the level up is, there's more health for these characters. Okay, and I imagine this gold is now what we now have. Yeah, we've got a lot of gold up there now. It goes quick. It's annoying that two of them went 226. For some reason 225 is what I would have preferred. Summon equipment 10 times. Why not just do the 30? What's this? Huh, okay. I wonder if this buff is... yeah, 30 minutes maybe. I don't think I fully understand that buff system though. 7-day mission. Huh, okay. I'm guessing each day has different missions. Uh-huh, cool. Again, this game is just going. It feels like, by having so much story at the beginning, I was expecting there to be story beats during it. But so far it doesn't feel like there has been any, it's just run and gun. So, it feels like a bit of a disconnection. Like, I want to know what's happening in the story, because you guys put effort into making a story, into setting up a story. So at the moment, with there being no story, it's like, what do you want me to do? Oh yeah, we've got more items, haven't we? Okay, this I don't mind. You know, waited until we got either through time or progress in the game before it asked me that. Of course, if you remember from the very beginning of the video and from the game, they went up into the sky to try and get away from the curse. Huh. It's like, I think like Final Fantasy style summons. How long is it going to last? So you see it's counting down, okay. So that's what that is. Okay, if I hold over it, would it tell me what it is? No. With all these small buttons, obviously they can't put enough text on the screen. But if I held it, it would have been cool if it like faded out the background and just big text said what these do. So if I hold it, nothing happens, and if I let go, thankfully it didn't stop. Let's check the album. Okay. Nice that my main character's telling me what to do, giving me hints, hey, look here now, that's fine, but you don't see him that often because you're so busy leveling up everything. Well, at least that's like the game's hints, like hey, you've unlocked this, hey, you've got this, is really, perhaps you should do this. I do appreciate it, it's nice effort. Now those are max, we now got this one. This is going to take 2. But ASPD doesn't tell me what that means. It's an abbreviation for that the game hasn't taught us what it is. big summon's kind of cool. Look at all this. There's so much animation, so many characters, so many bright colors. It is really kind of nice to look at. Clear 4-5. What are we up to? 5-8. I've done that one. I see. Okay, so we're not making it. We just tap to progress it. Okay. Results of the first 5 summons are fixed. I don't mind that, but what does the 0 out or 2 mean? That's what I want to know. I guess we could equip it. But again, what does... Is that level 0 or not? I don't know. What's this I? What's level 1? Because nothing on the screen says 1. So, yeah, okay. But if we auto equip, there we go. Very goodies. Okay, okay. Let's grow a little bit more. It wants us to do all that cart stuff. It feels like this is leveling up quicker now. Let's try this gem cart then. It wants us to do another one. Oh cool, the summon also automatic. Yes, we're definitely defeating them pretty quick. Yeah, I feel like we could do another one with no difficulty. So he's already taken a couple more hits, but I think we'll be okay. But in a way, it also feels like the cart isn't leveling up. So it feels like the cart's taking more damage as well each time. I wonder if that'll be something we can level up later. What should we do? Should we try one more? Yeah. Oh boy. And the summon doesn't seem to be an option, even though the automatic sign on the right is there. In the middle, there doesn't seem to be an option to summon the summon. Whew. That was a lot closer. I think we'll do another one. Things on the side now. Free gift. What's this? Watch a video and we get stuff. But again, I'm guessing this stone's under the costume, so there's something to do about costume. What's the remove ad thing? What happens if we touch that? Okay. It feels like it's not that bad a deal. But again, not 100% sure, but there are so many things you can get extra with ads. It does feel like removing them probably would cost quite a bit, and that doesn't feel too much money. What do we need to do? Sloths. Okay, we're doing this really quick. We can probably do another one as well. Yeah, we've got enough tickets to do one more. If we had more tickets, we'll probably do the next 2 or 3, but we don't have enough tickets, so... Well, we haven't caught up with any of these for a while. Oh, we've not done all of them yet. What was that? Oh, for the top here. Okay. Haven't we seen this boss before? Oh, looks like we're struggling a little bit. We have to level up. Yeah, but this 6, this boss looks awfully familiar. Ah, nearly got a 400. Way over. It's the gold that beat me, so... It's weird because the max here, that orange line doesn't go all the way. I wonder why. So we've got all this stuff. We don't have any more summon tickets. What we can do, suddenly do some more of these. Let's auto summon a little bit more. Top right, see how many we got. That'll do. Hero, to level up. Auto equip. There we go. Let's try the boss again. See if we do any better. Yeah, we are doing a little bit better. But this is the first sign of the grind, if you know what I mean. Where we've had to spend time, earn money, level up. We haven't just been able to just keep going. Like this says, reach level 500 in attack training. Not enough gold. So we're going to have to let the game just play and play and play till we get enough gold, which will then mean we can finish the mission, also progress as well. Oh, quest is finished. Oh yeah. I'll keep on top of all this. So much to manage. Like I said, it feels kind of like a management game in some respects. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. It's definitely interesting. These style of games, this one does feel a bit more involved. It feels like it hides the grind a little bit. When you're managing all these red dots and doing the dungeons and quests and stuff, the game's still playing in the background. So it is a very clever way to hide the grind as much as it can. We've got free gifts, remember? We can be watching these videos, the game's playing in the background. So, yeah, it's very clever. I do appreciate it. Got the mail we can read, the notices, so yeah, we are in the grind part of the game now. But it's not rude about it, it's kind of very clever how it's being managed. So, what's this plays in the background? Let's kind of finish. So, this is very good. It's definitely one of the better games I've played recently. It's got a much smarter tutorial as well. So, I do recommend this game. So feeling the back, it's not too hot. There is some heat on my phone, but it's definitely not too hot. And considering we've been playing 40-50 minutes now, I would say it's acceptable. There's no additional download. Also great. You know, you can download this before you head off on a commute or wherever you're going. And you don't have to worry about a game asking you to download extra information. It's possible that for some of the stuff that's still locked, that maybe it might ask you to download something in the future, but you're a long way into the game already. I don't think that's going to happen. So yeah, this is really good, really fun, and it looks really nice too. So many enemies on screen, so many numbers, it still looks flashy, it still looks really cool. So if you have, like I do, a 14 or one of the new 15s when they come out, it's also a game you can kind of showcase, say hey, you know, this is what phones can do. New adventure? Oh, just before we finish, what's this? Look at all this extra stuff we've yet to unlock. There's so much to do in this game. Let's see this and then we'll call it an end. Thankfully it's still on auto. We're going to be able to defeat it, or running out of time nearly. We're on extra. Hey, his happy little face. So again, if we watch the video, we could do that again. So again, watching the video, game's playing in the background, it's forgetting the grind. See, it was offering money, it was asking for money for stuff, and it should have finished the tutorial for these elemental rocks and then do it. Because at the moment we still don't know what these rocks do. Oh, I see. Whoops. Yeah, you see, each of these costumes have different elements. So you think red would be fire, but no. In red, there are different costumes. So this SS one, it's green. Oh, yellow, sorry. So I could level this up again, but I'm going to just leave it. Might as well, while we're here. There's so much to do in that area as well, yeah. So Tales, Demon Slayer Rise, a great game now, and it'll be a great game in the future as you unlock stuff and keep leveling up. So I do recommend it, I really do, and there's a lot of buttons on screen, so it's not necessarily a one-handed game, but a lot of it you can do one hand. And the dynamic island doesn't get in the way. Mostly the screen is pretty good. Things could be a little higher, you know, you could make a bit more space that way, but I think it'll do, it'll be fine. So, we've just died, and the grind continues. So until the next Mobile Friday video, or until I see you checking out some of the other videos, playlists, YouTube shorts, maybe I'll see you over at Ko-fi, because there's a small YouTube channel, we get no money from YouTube. But with Ko-fi, we can get PayPal donations, and we have a couple of subscription tiers as well. But wherever or whenever I see you again, please take care.